Time for some Double-A baseball in the Eastern League. It's the Richmond Flying Squirrels and the Altoona Curve. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. First pitch just minutes away. So almost ready to get underway. Our starter in this one, James Leroy. You can see from the stats that he's been death on lefty batters this season. Maybe they have a tough time picking the ball up out of his hand, but whatever it is, he's really limited them. It's an impressive stat and something he can build upon as he develops. And now, the left fielder. And that's how this game gets started.
0-1's the count.
First pitch, 6:35.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Smith and Jigba settles underneath it, hauls it in for the out.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 14.
Charlie Zacconi getting ready to hit. 2 hits in 4 at-bats during yesterday's ball game. In there for strike 1. Ball 1 there.
1 strike.
Out to short. Williams tosses to first. Quick start this evening. 2 out in the top of the first.
The shortstop, Stephen.
Base is empty with 2 out. And now the shortstop, Will Stephen, entered the game as a pinch hitter last night. Back in the starting lineup for this one. Close, doesn't get the call. Next offering way upstairs. Base hit to left center. That keeps the inning going. Tried to fire that one by him on the inside, but he was geared up. Kept the hands in, rotated the hips, and flashed the bat through the zone for loud contact. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. Over to first, and safe. And now it's going to be the pitcher. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Foul ball there. Caught him looking for the strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors. 1 left on base. We move on to the bottom of the first. No score. Welcome back. And on the hill today, Carson Seymour. He's a bit of a road warrior. What a great job he's done this season limiting right-handed batters, keeping their average against him down below 200. You face so many righty hitters over the course of a season, and that means how you perform against them is extra important. Amazing that he's kept them under the Mendoza line. Alika Williams, the next to hit, takes ball 1. In the air, right field. Dives, and it gets by. He makes the turn and digs for second base. That's a leadoff double. You talk about strong hands. He's got them. That one was inside, and it got pretty deep in the zone. And he still got good wood on the ball for the hit to the opposite field. And now, the third baseman, number 36. On fire at the dish lately. 7 hits so far in the series. Smacked out towards right center. Nice grab on the run. Runner tags at second. In safely at third with 1 out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Smith-Njigba.
So up next, Kanan Smith-Njigba. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. And immediately fires a strike to the left-handed batter. Fly ball, left field. The left fielder settles under this one. Runner tags for home. Here comes the throw. And now the runner will score from third on the wild throw. Nice team first approach on that sacrifice fly. Good attitude for any minor leaguer to emulate. And next, the cleanup hitter. 1 of 4 with a double in yesterday's game. First pitch misses, ball 1. I'm sure he's not thrilled about giving up the run on the sac fly. Now he has to focus on ending this inning and giving his teammates a chance to reciprocate. 1-0, and the pitch. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. Swing, and that ball's smashed on a line. Makes the catch. That ends the inning. We're back here at the ballpark, and now Bryce Eldridge.
Number 21.
Eldridge bats left and throws right. Only 20 years old, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. That just missed.
Count 1-0.
One 0 pitch. Line drive. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around first, hustling for 2. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Batting 6.
That one was served in a punch bowl right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. Rafael Marchand, the next to hit. Appeared as a pinch hitter yesterday. Back in the lineup for this one. 1-0. Eldridge leading off second with nobody out.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. Williams fires over to first. 1 out in the second.
Batting 7. The second baseman. Number 30.
Next to hit, the second baseman, number 35. Went hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. That one fouled off. Next one's fouled back. One away with a runner at third. Here in the top of the second. Swings and misses. Struck him out. And here at the plate, the center fielder, number 40. Didn't play in the day game yesterday. Should be fresh for this one. Close one, but doesn't get the call. The 1-0 pitch. And another ball. Late on that fastball. That's a teachable moment for this hitter. He knows he shouldn't have been late swinging on that 2-0 fastball. Two-one pitch. That one misses inside. Carson Seymour in the on-deck circle. 2 outs with a runner at third. Three and one, couldn't come up with it.
First base.
Standing up, the pitcher, Carson.
So 2 down. Here's the pitcher, Carson Seymour. Here's a grounder up the middle. On the run, throw to first. Ow! Nice play. 2 runners left aboard, and it remains 1-0. Bottom half of the second, and now the right fielder, Hudson Head.
The right fielder, Hudson.
There's a strike. And a big swing and a miss. Once again, he's ahead 0-2, and he's got the power in this at bat.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Punches that one away with 2 strikes. Pitcher softened him up with a couple of changeups. Might be time to go to the heater. That misses the zone. It's 2-2. On the ground to the left, Zacconi. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Roberto Perez.
Here's the catcher, Roberto Perez. Gets that fastball by the swing upstairs. I don't know how you catch up to that one. Next one's fouled back. Skies it out towards left center. Going back on this one. Drops into the glove. Had to cover a lot of ground there, and that's why you take those extra reps during batting practice, getting reads on the ball as it comes off the bat. Even a quarter second's hesitation can cost you in the game. The center fielder in the box now. No balls and a strike. Pops it up to the right side of the infield. Settles under it. Makes the catch. So they go quietly here. We've played 2 innings. The Cur with the lead, 1-0. We're back here at the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, number 59.
Trenton Brooks.
Fouled off. He was late. And that one fouled off.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Rips this one to short. Whips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, number 14.
Now the third baseman, Charlie Zacconi. 0 for 1 so far. That one's in there, 0-1. Seems like that was just a good bit of framing right there. Stole a strike. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That one ripped, but foul. Got him swinging. 2 away.
Now batting. The shortstop.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Will Steffen. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Inside, that was very close. And that one is in the dirt. Bounce to the left side. Williams. They're in plenty of time, ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down here. Still behind, 1-0 to score. As we go to the last of the third, here's the second baseman, number 19.
Second baseman, number 19.
It just misses. A ball and no strikes. There's a strike at the knees. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's outside. Gets it by him for the strikeout. Pitcher and catcher obviously in sync right now. Just rolling out there.
The pitcher, Leroy.
Stepping in, James Leroy. Clips the outside corner. One out and the base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Nice eye right there. Nice take.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Pops this one up. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Alika Williams.
Batting order turns over. And here is Alika Williams. A double and a run scored the first time up. And there's a strike. Two down and nobody aboard here in the back end of the 3rd inning. Not even close there. And the count 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And he goes down on strikes. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning, but they still lead it 1-0. All set for the start of this inning. Digging in, the right fielder. That misses.
That's inside.
And it's 1-0. Ryder Ryan gets the ball now. Strong ERA for him so far this season. Exactly what the front office wants to see out of a pitcher on the way up the ladder. Here's a pop-up. Perez under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Nice high fastball to get the pop out. Hitter looked like he was right on it, but that late velocity and hop got him swinging underneath it. Easy out for this defense. And now the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. Cracked a double the first time at bat. And takes low for ball 1. The Flying Squirrels down a run, top half of the 4th. That one not close. And it's 2-0. This patient approach he's showing is part of why he's been so hot lately. He's forcing pitchers to come to areas where he can do damage. He swings and fouls one off. Little chopper rolls foul. Close, but called a ball. That was well spotted, but he couldn't get the call from the plate umpire. But he's handling it well, and he might get that call later. 3-2, 1 out with the bases empty. Still a full count after the foul ball. So close on that one. He's got to stay back a little longer. Good contact, though. 3-2 now. It's a comebacker to the mound. Over to first.
He's out.
And there are 2 outs.
The catcher, number 13, Rafael Marchand.
So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Rafael Marchand. Grounded out to short the first time up. Foul ball there. Two outs, bases empty. Bounces this one to the right side. Takes it to the bag at first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Nothing across here this half. Midway through the fourth, the curve on top here, 1-0. The third baseman now at the plate.
For the curve, the third baseman, Jackson Glenn.
First pitch misses, ball 1. Just missed. Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. Now he's off balance after the fastball breaking ball combo. That timing disruption gives the pitcher an edge. Lands foul, we'll reset and do it again. That one had some excellent zip as it came home. Swings and misses, and he goes down on strikes. 1 away. And here's the first baseman, Kanan Smith and Jigba. Drove in a run with a sac fly the first time up. That misses. 1-0. Late on that fastball.
1-1.
And the 1-1. Bounced up the middle. Whips it to first on the run.
Oh.
On the money. Nice play.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Frazier.
Base is empty with 2 out. The left fielder will hit next. 0 for 1. On the ground to the right side. And handles that one. There with plenty of time. Inning over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Moving on to the 5th. The curve have the edge. 1-0. We're in the top half of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, number 35. Ryan measures 6'2". He uses a slider, a sinker, and he works in a four-seamer. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Cy Nielsen, the left-hander, up and throwing. Flowers warming up as well. Here's the 1-0 offering. That one missed. Swings and misses, and it's 2-1. Some nasty action on his sinker, and hitters need to force him to come up in the zone if they want to avoid chasing the low stuff. Three and 1, couldn't come up with it. Now at the plate, the center fielder, number 40, reached on a walk the first time. That one almost got the batter. Gives up the walk, and now the first pitch to this hitter way off the mark. Slider misses away. And now the 2-0. And the slider just misses. Carson Seymour waiting for a turn at the plate. The 3-0 pitch. Right through there for a strike. Took that one, but it's wise to lay off pitches in that location in situations like this. Don't want to bounce into the double play. 3-1, couldn't come up with it. Nobody out, first and second here. Carson Seymour getting ready to hit. 0 for 1, grounded out the first time around. Lays one down the left side. Off balance speed, there's one. Not in time at first, it's a fielder's choice. On that play, he could set his feet, and that can make things tough. Still, he made an accurate throw for the out at second. 1 out and 2 on. The left fielder, the next to hit. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. This could be the action pitch right here with runners on and a hitter's count. Not sure I like that location. Pitcher might be better off busting him in on the hand so he can't extend and drive one. Charlie Zacconi in the on-deck circle. And there's a breaking ball that drops in. Tying run in scoring position. We're in the top of the 5th inning. That's in there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Strikeout or double play. Either way, that would help the pitcher. Don't be choosy, but attack smartly and get yourself out of this bad spot. This one lifted to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. In to score from third. We're tied at 1. Safe. One down. Charlie Zacconi digs in now. 1-0.
That's inside.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. In comes the runner from third, and a 2-1 ball game now. The tag at third, and he is out. Smart heads-up defensive play there. He knew he couldn't get the runner at home, so instead went to third and cut the runner down there. Nice job. So digging in, Will Steffen, 1 for 2. Throw over to the bag. Zacconi back in on a dive. And that's off the inside edge. He breaks his bat. Gets it to first. Play made. That ends the inning. It's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Flying Squirrels have the lead, 2-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning, and now Hudson Head.
The right fielder, Hudson Head.
And that drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Line drive to center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Catcher, Roberto Perez.
At the plate, Roberto Perez. And that's outside. Ball 1. Home team down by 1. Bottom half of the 5th. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And another ball. 2 straight breaking balls away. If he wants to go back to that spot later in this AB, I'd expect a fastball inside here. And the 2-1 pitch. Here's a fly to left. Makes the grab on the run. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. And the next batter, the center fielder, number 88. Now a high fly ball to left center. The left fielder under this one. Swallows it up. That's out number 3. 5 innings down. We're back here at the ballpark. The batter now, the right fielder. First offering just misses. That one close, ruled a ball. Winds the kick and the 2-0. And a base hit into right center field. Runner on base to start the inning. And now the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. Fouled off. He was late. And the slider just misses. Pretty clear he's trying to work the outer half of the plate, maybe get him to roll over one and keep it on the ground. Here comes the 1-1. And another ball. That's in there. 2-2 now. Fly out to center field. The center fielder moving under this one. And makes the grab.
The catcher, number 13, Rafael Marchand.
And here's the catcher, Rafael Marchand. That one fouled off. Runner at first, one away. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Whoa, safe. Not a ton of offense in this one. Ball doesn't seem to be carrying, so they might as well try and generate some offense with the stolen base. I like that call. keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's too high. Strike three. Got him on a backdoor breaking ball. The second baseman now at the plate. That's a slider for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Looking at 2 straight pitches and now down 0-2, you're just hoping to make contact. Already in a big hole, and the pitcher clearly has the advantage. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Right side, hard hit. Whips it to first. They're in plenty of time, ends the inning. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. On we go to the bottom of the 6th. The Flying Squirrels on top, 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, the second baseman.
Second baseman, number 19.
And that's outside. Swing and a foul straight back.
Hey! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not close with that one. And the count is 2-2. Got the strikeout. That's the first out.
The bat.
So they turn to a bat off the bench for the pitcher. Number 14, big spot here. Just missed. One and 0, and the pitch. And another ball. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. On 3-0, most minor leaguers are taking all the way. We'll see if he can find the zone. Good plate appearance there, able to take the walk. A little frustrated with himself as he issues a walk to the number 9 hitter. One gone and a runner on at first. Alika Williams getting ready to hit. Right down the chute, and that is strike one. It's all well and good to be patient and drive up the pitch count, but when you get a first pitch fastball like that, in this big a spot, gotta unload. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. Out number 2. Next up, the third baseman, number 36. Oh my, right to the backstop. That's a wild pitch, and he moves into scoring position. Here comes the 1-0. Foul ball there. And that is in for a strike. And the count 1-2. With the go-ahead run in the batter's box here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings through it, and that's a K. Wears the emotion on the sleeve, but as a pitcher, that's okay as long as you're getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch-out to get out of the jam. J.C. Flowers takes over on the mound, and he's struggled at times this season with the ERA notably higher than you'd like to see it for a reliever. Well, it's a one-run ball game. The center fielder digs in now. He swings and fouls one off. And there's a ball. Up the middle, Williams. And a quick out, number 1.
Now back, the pitcher,
Carson Seymour, the next to hit. Fouled off down the right side. Comes up empty, strike 2. Meanwhile, some activity in the bullpen. Cy Nielsen getting ready to go. And here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And quickly 2 away. Now the left fielder, number 59. 1 for 3. Pitch misses. Ball 1. And that's too hot.
No strike.
Down the middle for a strike. Now 2-1. 2 down and nobody aboard here in the top half of the 7th. And a high fly out to center. The center fielder under it. Makes the catch. Time to stretch. Bottom of the inning, and here's the first baseman, Kanan Smith and Jigba.
The first baseman, Kanan Smith and Jigba.
To the right side, Eldridge. And steps on the bag for the out.
Now back, left fielder, Matt Granger.
And next, the cleanup hitter. And that one fouled off. That fastball was very hittable, but the swing just a touch too early. Pitcher needs to adjust. Hoping to put the tying run aboard. Fouled off to the right. Off the mark there, and the count is 1-2. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch. Pitch is in the dirt. Once again on 2-2. Fights it off, we'll see another. Two. Crushes this one to right, and you can just tell that one goodbye. It is long gone. Circling the bases. And we are all tied up. It's 2-2. This one is by no means over after that game-tying home run. That is some high drama, a game-tying homer that hugged the foul pole as it went into the seats. Really exciting stuff in this one. All tied up thanks to the homer. Now it's the right fielder, Hudson Head. Close, but ruled a ball. This one is labeled. That's down, one hops off the wall. Now around second and digging for three. And that's a triple. Pretty clear he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Right there we saw a fastball that was piped, and he was licking his chops as that thing was coming in. Great cut. Now a chance to take the lead, and that's an opportunity they can't afford to squander this late in the game. Roberto Perez now at the plate. Ground ball to second base. 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Shelby Polanco.
Next to hit, the center fielder, number 88. Such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities. What an asset in the lineup. And the slider just misses. Just missed with that one. Tried to get him with the backdoor slider. To the right side. Takes it to the bag alone. That ends the inning and limits the damage. But a run scores in the inning as this solo homer ties things up. 2-2 ball game. A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Cy Nielsen coming out of the bullpen, and he moves into the 6th spot in the lineup after the double switch. James McCann into the game as well as part of the double switch. Here's the third baseman, Charlie Zacconi. Tough lefty-lefty matchup here for the hitter. The best approach is to stay up the middle. Even if you're a little late, you can send an opposite field liner. Fastball for a strike. Hard hit left side. Fires across the diamond. And that's one away. The leadoff hitter retired in the 8th.
Now batting, shortstop, Will Stephan.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Will Stephan. Line, and that's a base hit. And that's a one-out single. That was over in a hurry. Efficient way to get a hit. And with good speed on first, they have some options about how to attack. One away and a runner at first. And now the right fielder. And the slider just misses. Snap throw to first. Stephan dives back in safely. That one misses. And that's ball 2. Late on that fastball. Good pitching there, putting it a bit up and in on his hand so he can't extend for more power. Hard on the ground to first. There's one. Return throw to first. Out. Double play, and that'll do it. One hit in the inning, but no one left aboard. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. We're tied in this one 2-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, number 80. And walks have been an issue at times this season, so we'll see what kind of command we get today on the mound. And now at the plate, the second baseman, number 19. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Number 19.
That one in there. 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Richard Lovelady, the lefty, looking to be getting ready. Number 57, also getting ready. Out in front, ripped foul. Cut on and miss. That's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, James McCann.
James McCann.
First pitch, and it just misses. Oh, doesn't get the call. I was certain that was a strike. Not my call, though. All tied up here in the bottom half of the 8th. And a base hit. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Take a look at that exit velo, 106 miles per hour. That tells you that everything came together really nicely there. We head back to the top of the order. Now it's the shortstop, Alika Williams. Definitely wants to avoid hitting an easy bouncer here. A grounder in the infield should be an inning-ending double play. In the air to center, on the way in. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Jackson Glenn.
The third baseman will hit next. Right through there for a strike. 2 away, the possible go-ahead run at first. Off the mark there, and now it's even 1-1. Went around, and that's ruled a swing. Just missing there. The count now 2-2. Impeccable discipline to lay off of that one. Wow. And swings and misses for the hat trick. And that will retire the side. They leave one runner on base. It's the 9th inning, and we're all tied up. We're back here at the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge.
Number 21.
And popped to short. Williams gets under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The catcher, number 13, Rafael Marchand.
And now the switch-hitting catcher, Rafael Marchand. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That clips the zone. And that's strike one. I know that's a fastball up, but it's low 90s, so that's one you can handle. Might regret not swinging at that. And it's even up. That one fouled off. Outside corner, got him looking. Disbelief from the batter. That is a critical call right there, and the pitcher is fully aware he got lucky. That umpire knows there will be some commentary coming his way from the dugout after that called third strike. The second baseman digs in now. Fouled off. He was late. Two down and nobody aboard here in the top of the 9th. Foul ball there. That's down and away.
2 strikes.
This one popped up. And it falls. Around first and digging for second. Here comes the throw. And he's out. Cut down. And that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. And possibly a double switch coming now as a meeting taking place near the home plate area. Richard Lovelady coming out of the bullpen, and he moves into the 6th spot in the lineup after the double switch. Tyler Cropley moves into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Now catching and batting up, number 79, Tyler Cropley.
3, 4, 5 hitters due up for the home squad. And now, Kanan Smith and Jigba. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Oh and 1, here's the pitch. And a strike. And the strike zone swells in size. Activity in the bullpen. Cole waits, getting loose out there. Next pitch is downstairs. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. 2-2 pitch. Up the middle. And handles this chance. Tosses to first. And the leadoff batter set down here in the 9th.
The batter, the left fielder,
And next, the cleanup hitter. He's already homered in this ball game. In for a strike. It's 0-1. That's one of the hardest pitches for a batter to handle, especially a lefty. Big, sweeping break, and it keeps bending away from you. Gets the slider in there for a strike. What confidence to go back-to-back with those sliders. And now the hitter's in an 0-2 count without... Gets him swinging.
Now batting, right fielder.
And now, Hudson Head. A little surprising they don't go for a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup. That one's outside, and that's ball one. All tied up. We're in the bottom of the ninth inning. Breaking ball in there for a strike. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. And the count 1-2. Trying to send this one into extra frames. Hack and a miss. That's a strikeout. Offense held in check here. 10th inning coming up. We're tied in this one 2-2. And now a meeting near home plate, so it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Back with us now, we're in extras, and there's a new arm on the mound, Fritz McClendon. Looking at the walk rate this season, he's done a good job of not beating himself. These hitters are going to have to swing the bat if they want to get on base. And now it's going to be the center fielder, number 40. Grounder left side, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking, and that's a strikeout. 3 straight fastballs, and he gets caught looking at the third one? I have no idea what went wrong for him in that AB. Now at the dish, Tyler Cropley came into the game on defense. First trip to the plate here. And a pop-up in foul territory on the right side. Smith and Jigba moving under him. Reaches over the wall and got it. The left fielder, the next to hit. Grounder to third, and handles that one. There with plenty of time, inning over. Not much going on for the offense that time. Midway here in the 10th. We're tied in this one, 2-2. We're in extras here, and now Charles McAdoo.
The right fielder, number 28.
First pitch misses, ball one. Grounds this one up the middle. On to first. Here in the 10th, the leadoff hitter is out.
The batter, the center fielder, MiLB.
The center fielder now at the plate. And that one hit to first. And foul ball. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Hitters chasing the slider, and now the pitcher can expand the zone. Try to tease a swing at a ball that runs away from the hitter. That pitch just misses the inside corner. What a take with 2 strikes. Bounces it to the left side. Sneaks through, base hit. And now the potential winning run is on base. That was a great 2-strike approach in that AB. That's one way to get a 2-strike hit. Maybe he was just trying to protect the zone, but he managed to square up a pitch that wasn't even close. And they've got some choices now with good speed on the bases. 1 down. And here at the plate, the second baseman, number 19. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. In the dirt. No advance on the bases. Good job behind the dish. Two-0 pitch. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Go to second. Tag out. There's a strike. That's in there.
I got 3-2.
Swing lifted to left field. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Kept the bats quiet in that inning, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Ready to go in the 11th inning. Now the 3rd baseman, Charlie Zacconi.
Number 14.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. On 0-1, the delivery. Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting.
And now the shortstop, Will Steffen. Check swing. Did the bat break the plane? Yes, it's a strike.
0-1.
That one off the mark. So a ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out. And now the right fielder. And takes low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
That clips the corner.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. And the 1-2. Gets a piece, stays alive. And 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Spoils that one. It remains 2-2. Fights that one off, will reset and do it again. Right now, he's struggling to throw something by the batter. At the plate, that's got to be a confidence boost for him, making contact and frustrating this arm. Here comes the 2-2 offering. That's a hit. 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base. He was battling hard for that hit. Great job at the dish. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Two outs and a runner at first. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. Not even close there. Late swing, foul to the left. Fly ball to left, down the line. Tracks it down for the out. And that'll do it. One runner left stranded. The score remains 2-2. A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, number 57. Giving up a few too many hits so far this season.
Right. Now playing right field and batting sixth, number 83.
James McCann getting ready to hit.
Leading off for the curve, the catcher, James McCann.
Close, but called a ball. Getting squeezed a bit here in the late going. He swings and fouls one off. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Power approach on the mound here. Nothing but fastballs in this AB. Missed inside with the curveball. That one just misses. Excellent take. Alika Williams waits on deck. Goes down looking on that one. And the batter will be the shortstop, Alika Williams. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. The 0-1. Turned on, but foul wide of third. He hits a fly to center. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a runner on with a one-out single. That one was way in on the hands. He did a great job to pull them in and get enough barrel on the ball to push it back through the middle for a hit. One away and a runner at first. The third baseman will hit next. Gets under it, pops it up. The second baseman should have this one. Brings it in.
The batter, the first baseman, Hayden Smith-Njigba.
Stepping in, Kanan Smith-Njigba. He's 0 for 3 so far, grounding out 3 times. They get the force. Gets to the bag in time, and that means we're playing 12. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. 11 innings done now. We're tied in this one 2-2. We're back here at the ballpark. And now, the right fielder. That one in there. Strike 1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in. 2 straight pitches down in the zone to get ahead. Now he can attack the rest of this AB in a lot of ways. 0-2, rocks and fires. Got the K. And now 1 out. The second baseman, the next to hit. Oh, 0-1.
All ones the count.
Ground ball up the middle. Throw out at first. On that play, he didn't have any time to waste after making a good play on his forehand. Fast transfer from glove to throwing hand and a strong throw to get the out. Nice job. The center fielder digs in now. Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Might have a more aggressive approach this plate appearance. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. Two down and nobody aboard. And here in extra innings. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And a pop-up in foul territory on the right side. Smith-Njigba has this one sized up. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Here's the 1-2 offering. On the ground to third. There with plenty of time. Inning over. Nothing doing here in this half of the inning. 1 run can win it. We move on to the bottom of inning number 12. We're tied in this one 2-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, number 12.
The left fielder,
Ball 1, too low.
Counts 1-0.
Next one's fouled back. In the air to left. Dives, and it gets by. It's a leadoff double. The winning run is at second base. That's the kind of hit the rest of the team will really appreciate. Clutch, AB. One swing, and they could end this ballgame. Pinch hitter coming on now in the pitcher's spot. Jack Brannigan. Surprising to see them go with a pitcher off the bench in this spot, particularly since they're not out of available hitters. And that's outside. And that's ball one. Up the middle and handles this chance in plenty of time to first.
Now batting, number 28.
So up next, Charles McAdoo. Grounded out the first time.
Ball one, no strike.
Skips in, and excellent work to hold that one close. Could have been dangerous.
Two and oh.
Now a pitch out to guard against the squeeze, but nothing going on. The 2-0 in for a strike. Definitely a strikeout situation. If the ball's put in play, the run can score in a lot of ways. That one misses. 3 balls and a strike. The center fielder in the on-deck circle. Three 3-1 now. That one fouled off. The potential winning run at third. Here well into extra innings. Spoils the 2-strike offering. Another coming up. Payoff pitch off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. Now up the center fielder, number 88. Hitting at the bottom of the order. Not a lot of success at the dish lately, but could start to move up with a good performance in a big moment like this. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Tough spot for the pitcher, but that's how you want to attack it, by getting ahead early and putting the pressure on the hitter. Double steal attempt, and it's a squeeze. And the curve, walk it off. They win it on a walk-off squeeze. Unbelievable. That walk-off suicide squeeze shows the confidence the manager and coaching staff have in him. Most minor leaguers, you don't trust them to get that ball down in just the right spot in any situation, let alone a pressure situation like this. But he delivered a perfect bunt, and they get to celebrate. What a gutsy way to win. 3-2, the final score. A 1-run extra inning win. For our whole outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. We'll see you soon.
our final line score. First, for the victorious Birds, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. For the visitors, 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes.